stress in life is such a significant issue that can affect all aspects of life. Be mindful about the stress. Don't bring the stress home from work. And also practice clean eating, healthy eating, and also practice movement, regular movement with mom at the same time will be also good. Once you get pregnant, I understand that majority of the work is going to be on the mother, but remember, this is going to be a beautiful and significant phase in your life. And a lot of time, it's actually very protective for our body because we're not going to be exposed to estrogen. It's basically giving a chance for our system to be resting from that exposure of estrogen. So take it as a phase of nurturing for yourself and for the baby as well. So how do we do that? How do we support ourselves during the pregnancy and nurturing it as well? In TCM, actually, we have an in-depth philosophy or practice in helping women to support themselves and the babies, either from Chinese medicine, from acupuncture, from Qigong practice. Those are the practice that has been documented. But what can we do for modern life? Because most of us probably have work, probably have other commitment that we need to fulfill instead of just focusing on being pregnant. So what should we do? First of all, again, I cannot emphasize how important food will be. Eating a colorful diet with all sorts of color, red, green, purple, black, white. That nourishes all the zangfu organ and meridian in the body. Second, because babies, when they are developing their primary qi, they have to develop the kidney and the spleen first. So nourishing the spleen and kidney with different color is actually probably the number one practice. And of course, modern time, we have a lot of processed food that's available to us. Try not to make convenience as your priority. Try to eat fresh, minimal processed food as much as you can, because that set a good tone for gut microbiome to develop for the baby and for yourself as well, because the more processed food we eat, the less healthy microbiome we're going to have. And then another one, remember, because the palace of the fetus is nourished by the qi that flow in liver channel, Cong, and Ren meridian. So we want to move. The qi stagnation is caused by lack of movement. So we need to move around. But if you're not in the habit of a vigorous exercise, like some of the athletes that become mother, then start with just walking, start with gentle yoga, prenatal yoga, and then moving up from there. Because once we get into a second or third trimester, it might be a little hard. So build a habit either before getting pregnant or during the pregnant, gently during pregnancy. Yes, the answer is yes. All pregnant moms should have some level of movement or as much as we can. Of course, too much exercise depends on how well you're trained before you're pregnant. So if you're an athlete, then running a half marathon before pregnancy, it was not a problem for you. Very likely, unless there's some complication during pregnancy, shouldn't be a problem for you either, because depending on everybody's different fitness level. So you can gauge it yourself. You have to listen to your body. But what you can gauge is from first, the sleep quality. So if you feel like, okay, well, I haven't been running for a while and now I'm in the 10th week, let me try to run. Then you can look at your sleep quality that night. Are you waking up more? Are you having trouble falling asleep? Are you feeling tired when you wake up? Then if that's the case, if the answer is yes, at least 2 yes out of the 3, then you're exercising too much because you're overstimulating yourself. This is actually a very good gauge. Second, if some of the symptom from pregnancy, for instance, nausea, got worse after exercise, then you're going too much. If it's just one off, you just do a little too much at one time, it's okay. But if you keep doing that, then yes, we're gonna have some issue with nourishing yourself and the baby at the same time. So if it affects your appetite, if you feel more nauseous after exercise, that's too much. And sometimes with the complication of pregnancy, especially before getting pregnant, there's some old injury. And then that pregnancy, because of how fast the baby is growing and how big the baby is, the injury can flare up. And if that flare up got even worse after exercise, then you're exercising too much. So these are the simple rules that you can gauge yourself at home. since men is not the one that carrying the baby, so a lot of time they don't understand. But our men in this era are smart enough to understand and be as caring as women. So a lot of time for mom, you have to tell that your significant others to know that if there's any issue, like whether it's emotional stress, physical stress, and pain, that your partner know that I have tailbone pain, maybe learn to have a gentle massage. And for that, or for the significant others, then it will be good to reduce the stress. I think that stress in life is such a significant issue that can affect all aspects of life. Be mindful about the stress. Don't bring the stress home from work, and also practice clean eating, healthy eating, and also practice movement, regular movement with mom at the same time will be also good. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow me, and I'll see you soon.